Hey there, music gourmets! This is Arina Sharm, and today in our sound kitchen we have an incredibly flavored packed trio straight from, just a little hint behind my back, straight from Switzerland. These guys, they blend the unblendable, I swear, just listen. By day, they're busy running restaurants and hotels, but by night, they really burst onto the stage in chef's jackets to ignite the dance floor. What is interesting about their DJ project is that it was born out of love for eating, to gastronomy, and of course music. But their name, let's open it up. Ari, you wanna say, right? Their name, Amuse Bouche, isn't just a nod to their roots. I would say it's more like a promise that their set will be as electrifying and refined as a signature aperitif. So, are you ready for a musical fusion feast? Because let's get cooking! I was very curious about how you met. Can you remember the moment when you understood that with this very guy and with this very guy we will make something for the music?
Our story goes a bit back in time. We met for the first time in 2022. This is when we actually started hospitality school in Switzerland. We were in the same team, I would say, and we went through different kind of classes when it came to reception work, service, kitchen, housekeeping, and there we quickly became friends because we had to go through all these, I would say, uncomfortable tasks, and connecting this to music. We had a friend who is French and DJ'd already back in 2022, and he invited us once to his apartment where he had like a huge DJ setup, and then he would just play songs and kind of show us the world of music, electronic music and DJing. And I think that was like our first real touch point with that.
And you mentioned, Nelson, the music background. And I would like to know, guys, how did music come into your childhood?
Yeah, maybe this is a question for you.
Basically, I started music when I was really young. I was 3, and I started playing the piano. And then I played the flute until I was 18, 17. So about I don't know, 14, 15 years of playing music. And I stopped because I was just bored, And then I was okay, I still want to make music, and I think the music that I'm listening to, the majority is quite garbage, to be fair, and realistic. So I was okay, you know what? I'm just gonna start doing my own thing, and then doing Christmas holiday in 2022, and then I was okay, let's try it out.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, basically, yeah. In kind of April this year, right? April. We were thinking, okay, let's get a setup for the house. And then we were well, obviously we can't go the digital route because we wanted 1 mixer and then 2 components as well. So we were okay, we can't really pay that much money for some CDJ. So it's okay, fine, vinyls, it's time, So, yeah. And then I decided to go full in on the vinyls, and then now here I am. Yeah, voila.
Roman, do you also same passionate about vinyl?
Yeah. So for me, music started really early also. So my brother, he's a producer of music. He would love music. It's his passion since he's 15 years old and for 30 years. And he inspired me a lot to do music. Where there's a picture of us. I was maybe 7 years old doing beats with him on his controller. And then I started playing the piano. At first, I didn't like it because it was a bit forced by my parents. But then I started to enjoy it, and really it sparked something in me, music. It's something that I love, and always my friends call me the Shazam alive because I was knowing all the music. They were asking me And yeah, then I think our road crossed at the right time, at the right moment. I was in the class with Nelson, and we went to Caprice Festival in Gstaad, and then there it's where I think it's where the enlightenment came, you know.
For you, so there is actually a concrete moment where you felt I wanna.
I think so, yeah.
In
I
Gstaad.
think,
Yeah.
and then it was a bit later where Nelson had a gig in a bar in his hometown, and we prepared the set all together, and then we were like, we should do something about this, you know. So maybe we have to do something. We all like music, and let's try out. We have nothing to lose. We're young. We don't have a family to feed, and
How much time did it take you to create such a cool name for the band?
I remember the exact moment, because we want to link hospitality with music. At first, we came up with the name of Hôtel du Son, but it didn't sound right a bit, you know. And then we were going to a party with Nelson to Bienne, and we're driving, and we're discussing about this project that we have, and he said we have to find a catchy name, you know, like. And he said like Amuse Bouche, you know.
Like straight out of nowhere.
And we were like, yeah, that's awesome, you know.
Why did you come with this idea?
Many people have heard about Amuse Bouche in their lives. You know, it's a component of a menu, and it has something to do with gastronomy, hospitality, and it's I think something very amusing. You already have it in the name, right? Amuse Bouche. I think it was like a simple term that could resonate with not only what we're doing, but also with people that might be interested in what we're trying to do.
It's like a warm up for the ears, but actually for the mouth. Yeah.
Exactly.
Listen, guys, you play vinyls, right? Do you have any interesting story about a certain plate that came into your life?
So there's a lot. I always go to the store. It's called Oldies. They have like an outlet in Fischer Matterli in Bern. So basically there it's just like unsorted or barely sorted random vinyls everywhere. They have like 500 vinyls and more in total. So like it's really overwhelming. So I just remember I would like pick up like a bunch of vinyls, like 20 at a time, listen, and I never listened the entire thing. I only listened just, I don't know, like 1 minute. And then I go home and I play it for the first time. And with one of these searches, I found like a bunch of vinyls with the title J-Force on it. And apparently this guy was like a legend in the 90s in Basel. But I think he had a scuba diving accident and passed away, and his family donated all of his vinyls to the shop. And one of the vinyls is like an unmarked vinyl. One side is black, one side is gold. And then this vinyl had like 4 songs that were like legendary songs that Jeff Mills used to play in like Tokyo.
Who of you has more of the vinyls at home?
Well, definitely Kevin.
Yeah,
Yeah. How many do you have?
I don't have many. I only have like 100 something.
How many?
Like 100 something. It's not that many.
Nothing. Where do you keep them? It should be a special room, I guess.
No, I mean, the living room is the special room. Like, it's my house, you know, technically, so I can do whatever I want.
Do you remember your first ever one?
Yeah, actually, I was with this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I was with this guy, and then we were in Lisbon, and we're like, okay, we're lacking on vinyls. And actually, I bought a Daft Punk. I bought one Daft Punk and one Aphex Twin as my first 2, I think.
That's great choice. Roman, and what are your guilty pleasures on vinyls? Maybe in your collection you have something like Lana Del Rey and you feel like it's a bit summertime sadness.
Yeah, so me, I'm still a beginner in vinyls. I don't do much. They're more the expert. But I still bought some vinyls, but they're more like have Michael Jackson vinyls or I think the most...
Come on, it's not guilty pleasure.
I have...
King of Pop.
Yeah. If you want, I have Rage Against the Machine.
That's interesting.
I have their live performance. I don't know where it was, but I have this vinyl.
Fashion, the way you look, is kind of essential for you as a trio, to my mind. And I'm curious, how do you choose outfits for your sets? Do you say, Nelson, do you like it? No, choose another one. How does it happen in your band?
Well, I think it happened naturally. Like, we don't really concert ourselves to what we are wearing. I think all of us, we have pretty much unique pieces, and we just like dress as we want.
Yes.
And
So you never make a Zoom or a call or come to each
No.
other's home, like you never agree?
Something is fixed, the jacket.
Yeah,
right?
the
This
jacket
like
is fixed,
our-
yeah.
This is always.
Our unique selling proposition next to our music curation and production is definitely the chef's jacket. It's inspired by a 70s French chef jacket that I saw on Instagram, and I thought, wow, this could be actually a nice uniform for us that somehow creates an identity that helps us a bit to create our own universe. And since we have this hospitality background, it kind of also adds a bit of authenticity.
True.
Since all of us have worked in kitchens or in service, it's just like a great add-on to create identity, you know.
And like today as well, just like out of like pure luck, I guess we're thinking like a hive mind. We're literally wearing the same pair of jeans. Like
Okay,
these
yes, I
jeans
see.
Jeans,
are for
loafers.
like these are from the same brand with the same size and the same like color originally.
Okay,
But,
yes.
yeah. So voila.
me, I never accept the whole thing. I always try to make it nice, sounds cool, you know. But in the end, I like to be comfortable in
Yeah,
what I
who do you ask the opinion of your outfit?
definitely my girlfriend.
Okay, so she's kind of
She's yeah.
she's the main.
She's the main. Or sometimes when because I really like the styles that Nelson and Kevin had, and I'm wondering, will Nelson or Kevin wear this? You know,
Okay, it's inner voice.
something like that.
I see. Listen, guys, you have a performance on Montreux Jazz Festival, and for the band that has 1 year and a half story behind, it's cool and unusual, and it's such an achievement. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And how was it difficult or easy for you to be invited as a band to perform on such a significant festival?
Yeah, well, we are extremely fortunate with our network that we have been building for many, many years when it comes to going to places like parties, clubs, bars. So we met a lot of people that decide at the end of the day. And for the Montreux Jazz, we were fortunate enough to also have this one contact of a person that kind of saw the vision behind our project and thought this would be a great add-on to their lineup. So we can be fully transparent. In the end, you have to have a certain network, I think, when it comes to playing in front of people. But it's not given that if you know the right people that you are automatically booked and everyone cares about you. You still have to go out there, put stuff out there, be bold, be brave enough to maybe sometimes also humiliate yourself if you do mistakes, or it still takes this component of actually putting stuff out there. And this person who's also a dear friend, saw that we have something and wanted to give us this opportunity to showcase Amuse Bouche at a very prestigious institution.
have you ever come across people that would be saying, we don't believe in your project, guys, it's strange, kitchen, fashion, music, or any haters?
I think, especially nowadays, when it comes to DJing, it's so saturated. You know, nowadays everyone can be a DJ. It doesn't require that crazy amount of technical skills anymore. Everything is more or less digital. There's a lot of assistance when it comes to mixing. Everyone can be a DJ nowadays. But we thought, how can we be a bit more unique? How can we combine this with a concept that is still real, authentic, not far-fetched or faked, you know? So that's why we brought in this hospitality component, and I cannot give you really an example of a person telling us, dude, what you're trying is nothing. But I guess there's always people a bit talking behind your backs and asking themselves questions. Why are they doing that? And why is there more DJs now? You know.
If not haters, maybe even you have wonderful girlfriends. Maybe you have already direct messages. Some hello, you're so cute. I wanna cook lasagna with you, or something like extra attention that came since you became a band to your lives.
Yeah, definitely. I felt the difference when you are a DJ or not, because suddenly people, when you start to get a bit not famous, I would say, but people like have attention on you, they start to get more friendly with you. They start to be friends where you never talked to them before. But it's always like that when you start to be a bit notorious in something. People come with you, but in the end you know who are the real ones, and because the real ones will tell you when it's shit or not.
And finally, I saw this one Instagram post, and it said something along the lines like, "It's cringe until you make it," you know. And I think that's the deal. That's the game, you know.